What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about the hybrid cash flow model. I hope you enjoy it. This should be good. All right, Justice here, former pastor, current life coach. I help entrepreneurs and leaders just like you figure out what's next, especially when they're asking, what now? I want to talk to you about the hybrid cash flow model. What is that? I made it up. I'm working on this thing where I've been posting to my Facebook friends and Instagram, helping them kind of build businesses and do all the other stuff, the fun stuff, just coaching them through that. And I've come to this realization. Most of my friends on Facebook are making less than six figures. And I know what that's like. I came from being a pastor, not making a lot, but being fulfilled in my purpose, to leaving that to try and start a business, went 40K in debt, worked for an amazing entrepreneur named Ryan Moran. You can check out his stuff. He's got an amazing YouTube channel, capitalism.com. And I learned how to make money. And from that, I made six figures for the first time. And I wasn't young. I am now 36. And so it took me a while. Yeah, it wasn't the best, and there are people much younger than me, 10, 15 years younger than me, making a lot more than me. I know that comparison is a thief of joy, so I want to talk about the hybrid model because now that I've gotten there, I followed this model that I didn't even know I was doing, and it helped me cross the six-figure threshold. And if I can do that for you, then I think that would be really helpful. Here's something that I see a lot in entrepreneurs. And this is a mistake I made early on, but I'm glad I did so I can help you out. I see a lot of entrepreneurs working a 9-to-5 and trying to quit that 9-to-5 as quick as possible so that they can start a business. But what happens is that their business is so young that it can rarely sustain the financial pressure of keeping up their lifestyle. And so instead of it growing and becoming this blossoming business, it becomes this thing that's limited by cash flow. And because they haven't spent the time of creating a really valuable thing yet, they can't really get investors, they can't do whatever. So they're stuck at this level where the business itself is making just less than $1 million, but because of employees, taxes, all that stuff, the person is making 70 grand a year. Sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more, but they never cross the threshold. A hybrid cash flow model, which I believe works really well, is scale your 9-to-5 and scale your skills so that you become really good at whatever it is that you're doing, that you can create more and more time while still creating a lot of excellence at your 9-to-5, but you're creating enough time that you can press more funds and more time into your business to get it to a place that not only can it fund your lifestyle, but it can fund scaling. Now, some of you will start a business and it will just take off, and that's awesome. But for the majority of people out there, you close your businesses. And usually the number one reason that a business is closed is because they're cash strapped. They don't have the money to keep it going. So what I recommend is scale your 9-to-5. If you've worked this hard to get a skill that's maybe paying you 65 to 85K, what you can then do is build up your resume, move to another company that will pay you over that, literally over that. And if not, get a skill, and for a year or two, build that skill to where it can get you a job that is paying you that. After you're there, now you're working, let's say 50 hours a week. That still leaves a ton of time for a side hustle or some business. Now you're making enough, let's just say somewhere between 150 to 200K a year. You can totally make that. If you're making that, you can spend 20 to 30K a year, pushing it into a business and making it profitable. Think about that. No one wants to hear it because they just I don't want to be the golden chains, whatever. But what if that business is actually working for you, or your 9-to-5 is working for you, not you working for it, and you're using it to cash flow your legacy money. You're using it to cash flow the business that you're excited to create. And that little business isn't freaking out because you keep taking money out to fund your lifestyle. That's the hybrid cash flow model. Now, in order to scale the 9-to-5, you're gonna have to find a job elsewhere. Rarely can people get promoted where they're at. You usually have to leave somewhere that's more desperate for someone with your skill set that they don't have to train up. And when you're there, they will pay you for that. And you can add more skills. Like, to double up on that, here's something else you can do that really helped me. Get a job at the place that represents the thing you want to build. So for an example, let's say you want to come out with a new shoe. Well, could you work for Reebok, Adidas, or Nike? Or maybe a smaller shoe brand? Are they looking for someone with your skill sets? Maybe your customer service, customer success, management, whatever it is, engineering, accounting, maybe they need someone like you and you can get in there and you can get paid to learn. Think about that. And if you're really hungry, they're gonna see that and promote you. This is happening. Why not get paid to learn? Now, the number one job type that pays like really well and you can learn a lot, it is sales. And some of you might be like, I couldn't do sales. Well, you can do customer success, which is like 75% not sales, but 25% sales. And those commissions can be poured into your business. Now, some of you will hear this and go, I would love to do that. You've got to go and apply at like 25 to 50 jobs, but what you really need is a network. You need a network of people that know what you're looking for, know what you're trying to do. Now, you're gonna be working 60 to 70 hours a week between business and job. You can do that if you structure your times really well, if you're really intentional. What I don't want you to do is quit my job, focus on my business isn't paying me, and then you're stressed out and you're making stress decisions instead of wise decisions for your business. I've done this more than once. And so I just thought, for so many of my clients, they're frustrated, why isn't the business working? And I can usually say it's not that they have a bad business or bad service, it's because they're sucking all the money out of it. And so let it live, it's like a baby. Don't try to force it to walk on year one. Let it be, let it grow, put money into it, and you can go do something else. And it'll feel less stressed. Man, I hope this was helpful. If not, don't tell me. If it was, please follow, share, all the things. You can also follow me on Instagram @JusticeCoaches. I am here to help you. I am your favorite life coach. Former pastor, current life coach. I love you. I help you figure out what's next, especially when you're asking the question, what now? Peace!